Hey all you fans of Clear Lake, Ross England here with Clear Lake Guide Service. Today is 11/14, middle of November, full into fall fishing. This is your Clear Lake report, which is a little bit of fishing report, a little bit of lake conditions. Hopefully you all can do something with it. We'll talk about activity first. I do believe that Saturday is an ABA tournament. Typically they draw 15 to 20 boats. Have no idea, how many they'll have this week, but probably in that range. Lake conditions, water temperature dropped a little bit cooler today. I'm just getting off the water right now, and it's a little after 4 o'clock on Thursday afternoon, and it's fluctuating between 59.5 and 60. So that's a couple of degrees cooler than it has been. Water clarity, pretty much the same as last report. Some areas I've seen up to 3 feet of clarity, but I think it's kind of improving overall, because I think a lot of areas that I was in today, we could see almost 2 feet. So there's probably areas you can see a little bit more, probably areas you'll see a little bit less. So that's water clarity, water temperature. Water level is still 2 feet higher than a normal year, so that's going to be a blessing for pretty much the rest of the year until it starts raining and we get too much rain, and then it'll be a curse. Never happy. Conditions as far as fishing. Been a light week for me. A couple sick days. Actually, I fished probably, I think today's the 3rd or 4th day I've fished since our last report. Come on. Come on. Oh. Plus Jim has been out fishing. He spent a couple days out working pretty hard. Our biggest fish, going back to last weekend, Saturday, 6 pounds, a little over 6. Jim had one right at 7 pounds, a couple of 5s. So we've actually caught some fairly decent fish this week. Today's the day that I drug out some minnows to have a guy throw, looking for a bigger fish. And actually we were doing okay catching fish until about 1 o'clock today, and then the wind decided to blow like a sucker and did what Clear Lake does, which turned upside down from one end of the lake to the other. And here I am sitting here giving you this report 3 hours later, and it almost looks like it's dead calm again. So I got blown off some stuff I really wanted to fish. I don't think the bite's as easy as it has been. I think the areas where there are fish, they're kind of grouped up, but there's also a lot of fish, just one here, one there, and you have to move around a lot and fish. We caught the majority of our fish this week on, believe it or not, jigs, shaky head, Ned rig, drop shot, and today we caught some minnow fish. Our best day was probably last Saturday. I think we ended up with, it's kind of a weird day. I did a couple of different trips that day, and I think we ended up with 18 or 19 fish total for the day. Had a handful of 3 3/4 to 4 1/4 pound fish, just really good solid fish. Plus had that 1/6, so I mean we had a pretty good limit of fish last Saturday. Fishing pressure's been light. The weather's been great until today, so it looks like it's supposed to turn around and continue to improve. I know of fish being caught in less than 2 feet of water, and I know we caught fish out to 33 feet of water, which is a real pain to say. I really don't like fishing deep, but especially on Clear Lake, 30 feet plus. For me, that's pretty doggone deep. But consistently, we caught fish. So we caught fish down in the narrows, caught fish in both of the lower arms, the redbud and rattlesnake arm, and then today we fished. Spent about half the day up here and running around in what we call the north, the Lakeport to Nice arm, and caught fish there. So I think the fishing pressure is going to continue to just kind of be so-so, and I think the fishing's not too bad, actually. I'm not going to call it great, but it's pretty good. And depending on who you are, we know last Sunday Mike had a 33-pound limit with a 10 in a tournament. There was a number of 20-pound plus limits in that same tournament, both on Saturday and Sunday. I think that was the Soldier's Wish tournament is what it was called. So I have no idea what guys were catching fish on. I just know some guys talked about it being tough, and some guys talked about it. They just got on a bunch of fish and whacked away on them. And you know what? That's fall fishing. You can cover a lot of ground, pick one off here, pick one off there, but if you find the right spot, you may just run into the mother lode and pick up 25 or 30 fish out of one hole. Sit there for a couple of hours and just whack away on them. That's what we're always looking for. Me personally, haven't found it this week, but the week's not over. So I think that's going to be my report. Still not feeling 100%. Had somebody come up today who was fishing for catfish and saw G-Dog in the boat and said, hey, I could hear him talking about, hey, this guy does stuff on YouTube, and his dog. Well, it's more like his dog and the guy who does stuff on YouTube. So Gracie's a ball, and I love her to death. So that's going to be about it. I'm starting to notice I'm getting cold and rambling a little bit. So there's your fishing report, your lake report, and all the activities that are going on. I can't think of anything else to really talk about. So we do have some dates available still for early next week. The rest of this week is shot. And then I'm taking a week off for vacation. Sun's coming down from Seattle, and we're just going to kind of chill out and spend time with him, get back on our horse after Thanksgiving, first part of December. Should be some good fishing. We'll still try to squeeze a report in, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it with Thanksgiving being Thursday. So you know where to find me, ClearLakeGuideService.com. You can find us on the web. You can find us on Facebook. And of course, right here, YouTube. Thanks, y'all. If I don't talk to you, make sure that you have a great Thanksgiving coming up.